give a brief introduction as to who I am. My name's Liam. I use the username Point Curation on YouTube, Imgur, Instagram, and Etsy. Those are the main sites that you can find me on if you're looking for me. I like to paint. If you have any questions about my art or any comments, please feel free to comment on this video or email me. My email will be in the description. As for my artwork, I started drawing in adulthood. I didn't do much drawing growing up. I started painting 5 or 6 years ago when I got an acrylic paint set as a gift. I don't agonize over details and don't go in with a specific image in my head that I hope to recreate onto the panel. I try to paint every day. My Etsy is Point Curation. That's one word. I'd like to show off some art now, namely art that I have for sale on my Etsy. I have 56 pieces on my Etsy. There's free shipping. They're about $50 Canadian or less a piece. Etsy lets me track sales, keep a store rating, and generally simplifies the process for me. If you see a painting on my Imgur or Instagram that isn't listed on my Etsy, please feel free to reach out to me. I can check to see if I still have it, and I can set it aside for you, and then make an Etsy listing for it, and we can arrange a price. Before showcasing my Etsy paintings, I'd like to give a quick thank you to everyone who has supported my work over the years. That's customers, neighbors, friends, and family, everyone who's commented or enjoyed my art. Thank you for everything that you've done. This first piece is Comet. I made it in April 2024. Don't mind the glare. It's inside of a seal bag. The second piece is More Rings. I made it in March 2024. This next piece is Fruiting Body. I made it in February 2022. This next piece is Tree Breath. I made it in January of 2024. This next piece is Ziggurat. I made it in April 2024. I actually made it for the artist Ziggurat, who does music, and sent him a copy of a similar painting. This is Line Wall 2. I made it in April 2024. Don't mind the glare. It's from the seal bags. This is an untitled piece. I made it in August 2024. I don't have the Etsy prices in front of me. This piece is RBGY. and I made it in August 2024. This is Circles and Waves. I made it in September 2024. There's many pieces that came out in 2024 because that's when I filled up my listing box, and I haven't refilled it. This piece is untitled. I made it in December 2024. This is I, as in EYE. I made it in December 2024. This is Colors. I made it in November 2023. This is Surveillance. I made it in October 2022. This is Squares. I made it in January of 2025. This is Trio. I made it in July of 2022. This is an untitled piece. I made it in 2023. This is They Only Care About the Product. It's made in November 2022. This is Empor Iconic. I made it in October 2022. This is art for sale. I made it in December 2022. This is Runes of Risk. I made it in October of 2022. This is Dots. I made it in December of 2025. This is Thrive, made in December 2022. This is Roadway, made in December 2022. This is Dots and Scratches, made in 2023. This one is Squiggles, made in January of 2025. This is Landscape, made in December of 2024. This is an untitled piece made in May 2024. This is rings made in 2023. This house made in February of 2025. This is conducting choir made of January 2023. This is flowers made in January of 2025. This is off work made in December of 2022. Yeah, that's right. 2022. This is disintegration made in June of 2022. This is structure made in April of 2026. This is beach house made in November of 2022. This is Ring of Rings made in January of 2023. This is Autumn into Winter made in November of 2022. This is Operating Quonset, made in October of 2022. This is My Constructions, made in October of 2022. This is Autumn, made in October of 2022. This is Trees, made in February of 2025. This is Dark Arms, made in 2023. This is As the Petals Unfold, made in December of 2021. This is Heavy, made in December of 2024. This is Abstract Cabin, made in December of 2022. Yeah, that's right. This is Units Love, made in December of 2022. This is Run, made in October of 2022. This is Skyline, made in October of 2022. This is Trip Away from Home, made in November of 2022. This is Autumn Autumn. It was made in November of 2022. This is Flowers, made in January of 2025. This is Field, made also in January of 2025. This is Squiggles, made in January of 2025. This is Line Wall 2, made in April of 2024. I used an oil pen for most of this one. This is Tree and Pyramid, made in April of 2024. This is Field, made in August of 2024. This is Color Waves, made in August of 2024. This is Red Tree and Lemons, made in December of 2022. This is Summerfield, made in October of 2022. This is Vegan Pyramid Head, made in December of 2022. Those are about all of my Etsy listings. I'd also like to shout out art, where I get my art supplies. I get most of my panels, that's MDF and birch, from Wallachs. They're based in Ottawa. I get most of my paint, generally acrylic, from Desserts. They're based in Montreal. I get some of my other supplies from the Paint Spot in Edmonton, like seal bags and brushes. Other supplies I get from Amazon and the dollar store. Any feedback you have would be appreciated. Thank you for watching.